Well, as promised in the promotion episode, we're giving away a shirt. This shirt, specifically, a home shirt. Now you know how far in advance these videos have been recorded as I prepare for my holiday, because I'm recording this the next day. There's been a lot of comments, and we're going to be giving away a shirt to one of those commenters. So over to the random comment picker we go. And here we are. We've got the URL of the video loaded in. We've filtering out duplicate users. I always get this wrong. I'm going to hit get YouTube comments. Look how many there've been already. 450 unique commenters. Right, now we need a randomer. How does random start raffle and pick random winner? I don't want to do a trial. Start raffle, pick random winner. Yeah, do that. So our random winner is Jake Matt Travers, who did that comment. I bet you that Kev wastes that £30 million on a Jason Gould wannabe. Thanks, Jake. Hope you enjoy your shirt. Now, I don't want a whole load of people changing their YouTube name to Jake Matt Travers, faking it and pretending they're him. Jake, if you get in touch with me, perhaps go back to that comment and just pop some kind of social media that I can DM you on, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever, and I'll contact you that way, and we can sort out getting the shirt sent to you. Because the last time I did something like this, I had about 8 people all get in touch with me and go, "I'm that person who won." Just Jake do it. If anyone else does it, you're a monster. You'll get blocked. But Jake, if you just get in touch with me through that, I can confirm in the software in the background that you're the same Jake who left the comment. So don't worry, get in touch with me and we'll get that sent out to you. Congratulations, Jake. I hope you enjoy your shirt. Also, let me know, because I have 2, so let me know if you want the 2XL or the 3XL. I recommend you go a little bit bigger than what you'd normally wear. I'm usually a 2XL and I wear a 5XL in home, and it's still a bit snug on my fuller figured body. But let me know if you want the bigger one or the smaller one, and the other one will be a competition prize when we win the Champions League. Don't forget you can still buy them too. Link down in the description. Well done, Jake. Hello and welcome to part 118 of It's Coming Home. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have 2 tricky games. We're at home against Chelsea and away against Manchester City in the league, and we're home. It still fascinates me, but I am fully acknowledged we're going to get battered. Form has actually not been too bad since you were last with me. If we have a little look on the schedule, you can see that we have picked up 3 league. Did you see the Newcastle one? That might have already happened. But 3 league wins out of a little run. I think we said this run of games we needed. Did we say we needed 10 points from these 8? So I think we included those 3 in the 8. So I think we go back as far as Newcastle. So at the moment we've got 9 of the 10 we were looking for. So we need a draw against Chelsea, Man City or Liverpool, because I think that then keeps us on the Kev ratio at the end there. So yeah, we're currently on 16 points after 14 games. If we play 3 more, we'll be on 17. So yeah, we just have to draw one of these next 3 games, which is at home against Chelsea, away against Man City, or at home against Liverpool. If we come out of those 3 with 1 draw, then we're on target, knowing that we can then hopefully pick up some wins against the likes of Watford, Wolves, Blackburn, Brentford, Huddersfield, Leicester. I mean, that's a lovely run where we need to win a big chunk of them if we are going to survive this season. But things are... it's looking optimistic at the moment. A third of the way into the season, we're in 12th place. We are only 4 points outside the relegation zone, though, so nothing is decided at this stage. Let's get into the first match, though. Home against Chelsea. This is the team we're putting out there. We've got Boyle in goal. A back 4 of Brown, McLeish, Botello and Riviere. Svejic at the base of the midfield. Samuel and Torres ahead of him. Duku in behind Steer and Sir Anthony Harris. We've got Sir Mick Powell on the bench as well, ready to come on and, why not come on and score a goal against Chelsea? He's got to get his Premier League goal at some point. And my thinking is, these next 3 games, this is going to be his opportunities. We're going to lose these games anyway, so let's give Mick Powell the opportunity to score in them. We don't want to be messing around playing him against teams that we might be able to pick up a result against that might make a difference at the end of the season. Whether Mick Powell plays or not against Chelsea, it's going to have no impact on the result because we're going to lose the match. They're up there second in the league, 24 for their goal difference. They've only lost once all season. They're just they are quite, I want to say literally, but it's not the case. They are in a different league to us, despite being in the same league as us. I feel like I'm using that analogy a lot at the moment, but that's what it feels like. And I guess this is what the Premier League is like in real life. You have that top 5, 6, 7 teams that are on kind of a different level to that next group of teams behind them, and then you have the 4 or 5 really rubbish teams at the bottom, and we're definitely one of those. So the fact that we're sort of punching above our weight at the moment is awesome. Duku with the corner. Let's not ignore the fact that Steer just had a very good chance to score. Steer still hasn't scored in the Premier League for us, but I like him being in the team. He works very hard. He does a lot of running. I feel like he creates a lot of openings for others, not necessarily getting assists, but just his constant running and constant pressure. It's why he's playing despite not scoring goals, and I'm kind of rotating between Harris and Matondo, who are scoring, albeit fairly infrequently. Good save initially from Boyle there, but Chelsea do go ahead just before half-time. We knew it was coming. It's a little bit sad that we couldn't hold on until half-time, because that's come right on the stroke of 45 minutes. Keep one eye on the clock up here, look. It goes in on 44 minutes, 56 seconds. We couldn't hold on for 4 seconds. Goodness me. Although, as it stands right now, it doesn't actually push us down the league at all, really, because I guess everyone around us is losing as well. We're just going to keep up with the underdogs. If we manage to get back into this game, then great. If we don't, who cares? We were going to be losing anyway. We all saw what happened in the Manchester United game. That was in the last episode. I remember that now, where we were actually reasonably competitive until 20 minutes from the end, when they just went up a gear. And presumably that's going to happen. That's what's going to happen against Chelsea as well. We might stay competitive for a little while, but then they go up a gear. Ollie Steer, if ever a man deserves a Premier League goal, he's come so close twice in this game now. Like I say, he works so hard. He creates so much, but I don't know if he's just not got the bottle to play in the Premier League. And I think for the first time, nostalgia is going to take over. Not the first time nostalgia's taken over, but we currently have Sir Mick Powell and Sir Anthony Harris up front together in a Premier League game. And I never thought we'd see the day. This was our strike partnership from the Northern Premier League Division 1 East, our promotion season from that league, and they're now playing up front together in the Premier League. If they're on, we've got to get Lerick Fernandez on, who also played for us down in that league. We've got 3 of them on the pitch now. It's ridiculous that we've managed to keep as many players as we have who've come through the whole way with us. And certainly with Fernandez and Harris, it's not been nostalgia that's kept them around the place. They've been involved because they've been good enough. You could question probably, maybe not the case with Sir Mick Powell, but watch him go and score the winner now. We all know what he's like. Let's show some passion. We've fired up a few of them. Imagine if Mick Powell scores a goal against Chelsea. We can just end the save there. That would be better than winning the Champions League. He's not going to, is he? Because the final whistle was about to go and we didn't really create very much. But to be fair to us, I know Chelsea never really got going. But to lose only 1-0, we've certainly not embarrassed ourselves. Play that well in every game for the rest of the season and we'll be fine. I'm certain of it. A few changes for the Manchester City game. Then Turner comes in for McLeish at the back. He's now fully fit to come back in again. I would have brought Harrison back in for Svejic, but of course he can't play against Man City because he's on loan from them. Probably should have planned that a little bit better. Moss comes in for Duku because Duku picked up a knock. Manu's still injured and is going to be out for another 6 weeks or so. Matondo comes in for Sir Anthony Harris up front. We've, of course, got Mick Powell on the bench again. So if needs be, i.e. we're losing and well, we might as well, we can bring Mick Powell on and see if he can get a goal. The Etihad, I assume it's still called that. Is that what it's called? It's where Manchester City play, isn't it? I think. Is it even letting me submit my team? It is. The City of Manchester Stadium. That's its fancy Commonwealth Games name, isn't it? I guess the sponsorship expired. Right, we'll be underdogs again. If we can come away from this with another 1-0 defeat, I'll be pretty proud. Obviously, we are still hoping for our 1 draw from this run of 3 very difficult games, but I'm not going to be distraught if we don't manage to get it. Looking at the league table, Liverpool look like the most likely candidates to maybe drop 2 points against us and let us pick up a draw, but if we end up having to, I mean, we've seen that decent looking run of games we've got after this. As long as this run of games against the top teams doesn't destroy our confidence and take us into that run of relatively easy games, low on confidence and stuck in a losing mentality, which is a problem, which that would be a big issue if we were getting thumped in these games. I'd like to think if we can lose them narrowly, we'll go into the easier games still feeling reasonably confident that we've got a chance. I don't think anyone at the club would have been disappointed with what happened against Chelsea, for example. Gregson is in here. Oh, he hits the inside of the post. Oliver Gregson, so very close to tucking that away. He's another one that I brought into. I made so many changes. What's his face? Riviere is suspended for this game. He's collected too many yellow cards already. I've basically changed this entire team around. Oh, they hit the outside of the post. Excellent. I thought that was going to be quite a sloppy goal for us to concede, but we've got away with it a little bit there. And fingers crossed, we can hold on for a little bit longer. Obviously, Chelsea got their goal just before the half-time mark. It's been a relatively even. Relatively even. That was the right word. You used the right word the first time, Kev. Relatively even game so far. And I think we're going in at half-time drawing away against Manchester City. To give you some context, Tottenham beating Fulham 5-0 at the moment, and we play Fulham soon, I think. When do we play Fulham? Relatively soon. I'm sure they were on that list of easier-looking games. Right. We're doing badly. Unlucky boys. No, I'm happy. Got to go with that one. I am pleased with how things are going. If we can hold them off, keep Manchester City out for the rest of this game, that would be delightful. I think it's unlikely, bearing in mind the team that we've got compared to the team that they've got, and the fact that they are going to have the potential to do what Man United did against us and just go up a gear. I guess Turner's picked up a yellow card, which is a bit of an issue. We have got McLeish on the bench. McLeish did have a very good game against Chelsea. He's probably feeling a little bit hard done by that he's not on the pitch. So I don't tend to like changing my centre-backs mid-game, but with Turner on a yellow card and McLeish in decent form, I might make that change at some point before the end of this match. Turner plays it back to Boyle, never in doubt, and here's Ollie Steer. Plays it into Moss. Is this going to be a goal? Moss plays it to Torres, who's in space, and Jonathan Torres scores. We're 1-0 up away from home against Manchester City. It feels like a cup final. I've never been so happy with a goal in the league. That's wonderful from everyone involved in that. Steer over to Moss, over to Torres, and what a lovely finish from Torres. Wow. I think that's probably going to be the thing that wakes Manchester City up, and they're going to go on and batter us now. But imagine if it didn't. We'd be almost halfway towards our points goal for the season with 3 games to go to the halfway point of said season. That would be remarkable. Right, Steer's going to... Can I bring Simic Powell on it? I don't think we can go for nostalgia in these circumstances. I think we have to try and actually win the game at this point. Botello's not playing very well, neither is Gregson. But Turner's on a yellow card. I don't want to mess with the defence. They're having a very good game as a unit. So I think what I'm going to do, take off Samuel, bring on Pagonis, and do that. And just get some fresh legs in midfield. I don't really want to touch the defence. I think I'm just going to leave things as they are and react if I need to, if one of them gets sent off, basically. And just let the game drift towards a climax. Oh, they're going to score a free kick, aren't they? This is hideous. What a save from Boyle. Come and get the ball clear. I think we might be able to. Goodness me. What a save from Boyle. And we've got seconds left on the clock. This could be one of the finest moments in the history of Home Football Club. We've gone to Manchester City and beaten them away from home in the Premier League. What a result. What a bunch of heroes. And let's not ignore the fact that Nick Moss has got man of the match in that game. A player who I think we'd probably all written off at the start of the season, or I certainly have, when we brought in the 2 attacking midfielders ahead of him. And he's come back into the team today because of circumstances, got man of the match. We've beaten Manchester City away from home in the Premier League. We're a mid-table Premier League side right now. Absolutely nuts. Right. When are we going to be back? Fulham are ages away. I think we're probably... I'm tempted to go all the way through to the end of the January transfer window, but that feels like a big gap. I think a lot depends on what happens in the FA Cup. Because I don't just want to come back for the third round, but if we get a fourth round game somewhere in here, we'll probably be back for that. I imagine we'll be back towards the end of the January transfer window, maybe even for Fulham and Arsenal right at the end of it, because then we get the last 2 games of the transfer window. Then it looks like there's an international break. So that feels like a sensible coming back point. But, right, let's set a points target. We did it last time. How many games until Fulham? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I think out of those 7 games, Blackburn, Huddersfield, I think we could get 10 points. We've got to aim for 10 points again. 10 points from those 7 games. And if we manage to do it, that will put us on 29 points after 23 games, which would be a sensational performance. We'll be close. We'll be like 3 wins away from safety at that point if we manage to pull it off. So 10 points before you see me again. That's what we're after. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.